Okay then my friends, so now we've got the database and collection set up on Appwrite, and we've got this database instance right here which we can use to interact with that database. In this lesson we'll be making a new context file to manage the book's data or state within this application, much like we made one for the authentication state earlier. And then we can provide that context to whatever parts of the application needs it. So let me make a new file over here inside the context folder, first of all, called books context.jsx. And now inside this file, we're first of all going to import a couple of things that we need from React. The create context function to create the context itself. And we also need the use state hook to manage the book state. All right. Okay, so once we've done that, we can make and export a new books context by saying export const, and we call this books context, is equal to create context. And then we're going to invoke that function. Okay, so that is the context created. And now we need to make a custom provider function to manage all the states. And by the way, I'll be walking through this context and provider setup fairly quickly this time because we've already done something very similar when we created the user context. So if you need a full refresher on context in general, definitely go back and watch that lesson again, or check out my complete React context course, which I will leave the link to down below this video. Anyway, let's make this custom provider component by saying export function, and we're going to call this books provider. And we can destructure a property called children from the props argument, which is automatically passed to all React components. And remember, the children property refers to whatever content this books provider will eventually wrap when we use it in the future. Okay, so inside this function, the first thing we need to do is set up the book state by saying const and then square brackets, and we're going to call this state books. And then we need a function to update the state, which I'm going to call set books. And then we set this equal to use state, and we invoke that hook. Now, as an initial value for this little bit of state, these books, we're going to pass in an empty array. And when we fetch book records from the database later, we're going to be populating that array with those books so that we can output them later on in the application. But to begin with, when we first load the app, the initial value of the book state is just an empty array because we've not fetched them yet. All right, so next up, I want to make some placeholder functions for all the different things we might want to do with this book's data, like save new records, for example, or fetch a record or delete them, etc. So let's start with a function to fetch all the books. Now, these are all going to be async functions. We'll say async function, and we're going to call this fetch books. And we don't need any arguments. And inside here, I'm just going to paste in a try and catch block. So eventually we'll be putting all the logic to try and fetch the books inside the try block right here. Then we're just catching the error if there is one and logging it to the console. Now, we're not going to do any more in-depth error handling or show errors on the page. I showed you how we could do that using the user context before, where we threw the errors and then we caught them whenever we used these functions inside the components themselves, so we could render them within the template. So you could do a similar thing for these eventually. We're just going to log them to the console for now. All right, so that's the first function done. Let's move to the next one, which is to fetch an individual book. So let's say async again, function, and then we'll call this fetch book, and then it's going to be by ID. So eventually we'll have an ID of the book that we want to fetch, and we'll need to accept that as an argument right here. So we can use it inside the function. I'm going to paste in that try catch block again. All right, so after that, we also need functions to create books and also delete books. So let's do another one, async function, and we'll call this create book. And then in here, we're going to take in the book data. So that's going to be an object eventually that contains things like the title of the book, the author, description, so forth. I'm going to paste in that try catch block again. And then underneath that, I think we just need one more, don't we? Async function delete book. And we also need to pass in as an argument to this function an ID, so we know which one to delete. And then we're going to paste in that try catch block. All right, so we've got the state set up now and all these placeholder functions for the different actions we might want to use to manipulate the state and also communicate with Appwrite. Now what we need to do is return the template at the bottom down here, which is going to be the provider component from the context we created. So let's say return followed by a pair of parentheses, and then inside here I'm going to use the books context dot provider components. And we also need to make sure that's got a closing tag after it as well. Okay, so then we need to add the value prop to this so that we can provide the values we need to from this context. So let's do that. And for the value, we need to specify an object of different properties. The first one is going to be the book state itself, and then we also need to pass all those different functions we created so that we can use them from elsewhere in the application. So that's the fetch books one, and then we need the fetch book by ID function, I think it was called, followed by the create book function, and then finally we also need the delete book function as well. All right, so once we've done that, we also want to render the children within this context provider component, which remember represents the content which the books provider component will eventually wrap. So let's do that. And for now, that's this context file done, I think. So next up, we need to wrap this custom books provider component around a part of the application that needs to use the books data. So you could just wrap that around the dashboard layout if you wanted to, because I think that's where we'll be using all the book state. But you could also wrap it around the root layout just in case you end up using it elsewhere too, which is what I'm actually going to do. So let's open up that root layout file. And where do we want to place this books provider component? Well, I want to wrap the entire application content with this, but I also want it to go inside the user provider component, because later we'll be using the user state inside the books context. So it relies on that user provider, and therefore it needs to go inside it. So we're going to make this books provider component right here nestled in the user provider so that it wraps everything else. We also need to make sure it's imported as well at the top of the file, and also that the closing tag comes after the rest of this layout content near the bottom. So then, now this means that we can use that book state from the books context anywhere inside this application. All right, and then finally, we just need a custom hook for this context, much like we did for the user one. So I'm going to create a new file down here called usebooks, this time .jsx, and then I will also, in fact, these should be called .js, to be honest. Let's just rename these. Just get into the habit of calling them .jsx, but technically these are not really components in themselves, are they? They're just hooks. So now inside here, I'm just going to copy this one, because it's going to be virtually the same. Only this time, it's not going to be the user context we want, it's going to be the books context. So let's delete this right here and replace that with books context and click on this to import it. We can delete the other import, and then we can change this to books provider to make sure it's being used within one, and then we just return the context as is. So that's it. So now, if we ever want to use the book states in any component, any page, we can just use this use books hook to grab that. All right, and just one more thing before we finish this lesson. I want to grab both the database ID, which is this thing, so copy that and put it in Notepad. And then also, if we go into that database, the collection ID as well. We're going to need both of those things, so copy them, put them in Notepad. We're going to go back to the code now and just paste them at the top of our books context file. So now back in the books context file, you can see I've added two constants, database ID and collection ID, and I've assigned those values we just got. And the reason we need these is because down here later on, when we use different Appwrite methods, it's going to expect both of those things so it knows which collection or which database to search for documents or to create new documents in, all that kind of stuff.